Alrighty guys, we are back. It's your boy EQ, and up next we have Wack 100 sending a very scary warning to Drake, telling him if he doesn't drop this UMG lawsuit, they'll push the button, and the Drake allegations will pop up like Diddy. Wack also went on to say that the label will then just make another Drake because he is not bigger than the system. Drake is not the first guy to try to go toe-to-toe with the industry. Even the artists that are somewhat successful with their cases usually still end up losing overall, since they then go on to be effectively blackballed. Like I keep saying, Drake definitely has a knack for making enemies of the wrong people. He's beefed with tech billionaires like the founders of Reddit and X, and now he continues this kamikaze streak with arguably the most powerful force in music, Universal, who just happens to own close to 70% of all commercial music and probably has some of the strongest relationships with all the DSPs. Platforms that even if Drake were to go independent, he's going to desperately need to get his music out there. Because even with a lot of these major acts still going independent, they're still having a difficult time at going direct to consumer. And he's definitely got to be very careful because these people could potentially have access to the skeletons in his closet. And with rumors of his involvement in the passing of X, allegations of hidden kids, that if true could best case scenario ruin his reputation even further, or worst case scenario put him behind bars. It's definitely something to consider. But given his constant stream of L's this year, I wouldn't put any money on him to make the right decision. Similar things happen in sports with players like Deshaun Watson, who was highly regarded until he wanted to get out of the situation he was in a very disruptive way, to which his team responded to by leaking all the damning information and allegations that they themselves have been allegedly hiding from the public. So while Drake is obviously one of the most successful artists ever, he's definitely got to realize that the system was here before him and will more than likely be there after. So will he end up regretting this decision? Time will definitely tell. But enough dilly-dallying, let's jump right into the video. Again, we have Wack 100 sending a very scary warning to Drake, telling him if he doesn't drop this UMG lawsuit, they'll push the button, and the Drake allegations will pop up like Diddy. If Drake wants to sue the person responsible for the most damage to his career, he would have to start with the man in the mirror.
Then you got niggas like Drake, he come even when it's down and he fitting up even more. You telling the very machine that helped make you who you is, so now they skeptical on what they gonna do.
Of course, that's what makes this so hypocritical. The fact that Drake allegedly benefited from the system for his whole career to now crying foul because he's lost his positioning.
Like this nigga really blowing the spot up. Niggas should really look at him like a ass nigga. Ass nigga, this is what you use to get on. Now you telling and jeopardizing it getting shut down for all the rest of the niggas that use to play crazy. Cause a nigga whooped your ass in a rap battle?
Is he really suing Kendrick, or was that just some internet shit?
UMG, he ain't going at, he went at UMG.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's not naming Kendrick Lamar, because if he were, Kendrick Lamar can claim the same things that Drake is claiming. So obviously I don't think that's the line he wants to cross just yet anyway. And with the L streak that he's been, honestly, for the past year, I wouldn't rule out any of these scenarios.
Can't sue Kendrick.
Yeah, because I heard he lost a lot of money from that shit. Don't want to deal with him.
He ain't lost.
Nigga ain't lose no money, nigga.
He ain't lost no.
No.
Nigga, cuz trying to make sure that nigga don't perform that shit at that Super Bowl, boy.
He can't stop that.
Yeah.
Can't stop that.
I seen the Wiz Khalifa interview. He was like, man, that sound like some Drake. That's crazy. But would that be like slandering someone's name, even though it's a rap battle?
Slander what? What did he say?
You know, all the pedophile shit and all the weird shit.
Bro,
he was referencing a lot of the people around him in his circle, like Baca and stuff like that. But the thing is, birds of a feather flock together. So people are definitely going to look at you a certain way if you have these people in your circle. But he didn't necessarily put that label directly on Drake himself. The public and the culture are the ones that definitely ran with that. So I'm pretty sure Kendrick Lamar would be fine in that regard. But like I said, if Drake does go and try to sue him, I'm pretty sure it'd be pretty easy to like mount some type of like countersuit as well.
He said he got pedophile niggas around him.
Exactly.
Around, okay, so he never said it was him.
Yeah, like nigga, he does. Nigga, your boy got.
Baca not nice.
I mean, it's what it is. Dude, this is his first loss, bro. This is the first time.
That's why he's crashing out like this.
His way, he out.
The thing is, you really see somebody's true character when they're crashing out like this. when they finally face some type of adversity. It's almost like when Mike Tyson said, everyone has a plan until you get punched in the mouth. And Drake definitely got punched in the mouth a few times metaphorically during this beef. So this just might be showing his true character.
Like a little broad, but it's gonna bite him because you ain't big nigga. They'll shut your ass down. They shut down Michael Jackson and Prince. They'll shut you down, nigga. You ain't half of what them niggas was.
Very
They
true.
will shut your ass down, bro.
He probably just gotta just leave it alone and just go do some other, because he can still make some pop records and
Man,
shit
the
like that.
niggas.
He definitely could, but moves like this are definitely ruining your reputation beyond the hip hop fans. A lot of casuals definitely feel some sort of way about Drake too. If Drake truly wanted people to move on, the smartest thing would be to move on himself, but obviously he's not doing that. He's literally day in and day out showing how bothered he is and how petty and passive aggressive. Now with him actually filing this lawsuit, it's obviously going to be something that really perpetuates the narratives that people already believe about him right now. Because he could go on to make mall music, as Mos Def calls it, and target music. But at the end of the day, if you start now pissing off these platforms, the places that you're really desperately going to need to be able to push your music out, because imagine if the only way somebody could find your records is if they had to click a direct link to your music. It would severely hinder your numbers. Honestly, even if they took you off all the playlists, that is something that could slash your streams by like 60, 70%. We all saw what happened when there was that big cancellation wave years ago. A lot of these people saw all their motion literally stop overnight. So while Drake does have a lot of stans, he does have a lot of super fans, these sales could easily go from 500,000 in first week to 90K first week. It's definitely something that he's got to consider, but obviously this past year has proven that he's not really the best strategist and or he just has the worst management team possible.
Nigga, he can still make a rap.
Man, that nigga
Yeah.
just wait. He gonna keep playing, and they gonna
The back
do him. They gonna
catalog.
do him like they did Diddy. I don't know why. I don't know why he
Hey,
ain't
for
paying
real.
attention. That's real. You think Drake ain't flew a bitch out? You better think about it, bro.
That X trafficking thing is something that can be put on a lot of these people because a lot of the stuff they do can be put under that category. But them flying chicks state to state and giving them financial incentive, if it's not a wad of cash, with it being like something like a shopping trip, which is something that could put that flying out in the category of X trafficking.
Nigga, he gonna keep playing. They gonna do him like he did Diddy. And once they get to dragging his name and that kind of shit is over with.
And that mud,
His
damn.
stock will be worthless.
And use the powers to be.
I see now, and it don't matter how much money he got, cause shit,
They
Diddy got
don't
all
give
the
a
money in the
fuck.
world. Shit,
They'll
let him
make
get it.
another one, bro. They don't give about that.
Man,
You do not play with them people. You ever seen Birdman play with them people?
no,
I
but I don't never
respect
see
them.
Birdman in light either though. Him and Slim, they be low key, like some real
You're
gangsters.
with them people, bro. Like you do not with them people, bro. Niggas forget they made you what you are, and you think you finna. Oh, okay. See, everybody tied in. The owners over here, the owners that own that. When you be getting endorsement deals, they let the artists believe it's them. Whole time, all this shit
It's
tied
behind the
in.
scenes, yeah.
This is over
With the
here.
label.
That's why it's kind of crazy that he doesn't think that his music has been botted. Those rumors, those allegations have definitely followed him for a very long time, that he himself uses bots because some of these records do seem a little artificially inflated. So for him to go throwing stones when honestly he could be guilty of the same thing is honestly crazy, because it's not going to take much for Universal to go and show the paperwork that he himself has probably been benefiting from the most. The guy has been UMG's golden goose for over 10 years, if not closer to 15 years at this point. And like I've said many times, would he be doing this if he were still that guy? Would he be doing this if he was getting all the resources over at Universal and getting his way when it came to contract talks? That's really the question that's begged with all these moves. It looks kind of crazy when you try to frame yourself as the victim, as the martyr, when you were the biggest bully on the block.
Niggas is friends, so these niggas over here, hey man, hey Aston Martin, let's give Drake an endorsement. Yeah, okay, yeah, what we got it. Yeah, you go give his management a call, send him a deal memo. Don't tell him it's from me. All these people tied in, bro.
You know what this kind of reminds me of? He kind of almost reminds me of like Billy Madison, the Adam Sandler movie, where he thinks he did it on his own, only to come to adulthood and realize that his father was paying for all those A's and for him to actually pass. Because it is kind of crazy for Drake to be this oblivious for being one of the biggest artists out there.
They make you think it's you until they want to tear your ass up, and they start unplugging one by one.
Damn.
All it take is one claim, and all of them use the same clause.
Yeah.
One claim and the same clause in all your contracts says, we ain't with you no more. Then you got the headlines, Drake loses this.
Yeah,
Drake
yeah.
lost
Loses
this.
these contracts.
Then
Yeah.
the
Yeah, man, these contracts all have built-in morality clauses where if you do something that they deem as being immoral, they can easily cut ties,
fans start
which
saying,
obviously just
Drake's been
further
pulled
tanks
from
your
all the
stock.
playlists, and then they
Mm-hmm.
turn, then it's too late. Then you got more going out than you got coming in.
Yep.
Then they catch up to you.
So that shit with him and Kendrick, he should just leave that alone, huh? Even though it's
I mean,
all
bro, at the end of the day, you lost. Fans pray you lost.
a regular,
Shit, bro.
a regular battle. Yep.
He's just showing how much of a sore loser he is. The guy has really put on a master class of pettiness, and obviously people can see right through it because his reputation really is in the gutter right now. I feel like the only people really going to bat for him is the OVO army and the Drake stands that even with the most concrete evidence will still try to find a way to spin it.
You over there talking about UMG is doing this, UMG. The very, nigga, you come out the cash money machine, nigga, you sound stupid.
The universal
Out
umbrella.
of here, bro. That nigga used the word payola. That's a federal offense, nigga. You okay?
It's a federal offense. I want to say since like the 50s or 60s when there were some big scandals surrounding payola, but it's obviously something that still happens. It may not be physical cash, but these people will get sent on these cruises and these vacation packages and stuff like that that will then influence them in making their decision.
That's crazy. But he ain't signed the Young Money or Cash Money no more, right?
Signed the Republic. Yes,
Republic
UMG.
Universal. Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is, even if he wanted to go and partner up with another label, a lot of these companies still have relationships with each other. You have executives and management that have gone on to work from label to label. So a lot of these people still have great relationships. So all it takes is a quick call to torpedo a lot of stuff that Drake would potentially want to do, even if he were to go independent.
That's crazy, man. God bless that brother.
There wouldn't be no lawsuit if he was signing them. They wouldn't have never allowed it.
Why Birdman ain't call that nigga and tell him to chill out?
Some people just don't listen.
Sure he did. I'm pretty sure he did.
It probably would be Wayne to call him shit, not Birdman.
Wayne ain't gonna call. Wayne let you jump out the window. He don't give a
Yeah.
Like,
The thing with Wayne is that relationship really isn't what they try to portray it as. He obviously still is hurt about the whole situation that happened while he was in prison where Drake slept with his girl, and honestly, no tattoo is going to be able to change the fact that he did that. So while they may do their best to try to like portray the relationship as being healthy and being repaired, you can see it isn't when you hear Lil Wayne talk about that situation. It obviously still affects him.
Wayne over there playing his games, his skateboard, nigga, writing his music. He don't get rolling blunts, nigga. He don't about nothing.
hey, voice to make it seem
You can't put it out for distribution.
Yeah, obviously this is the line that Drake has to tread very, very carefully. He's not just going toe-to-toe with somebody like Meek Mill. And honestly, with Drake filing this suit, who knows if Meek doesn't go over to Universal and try to claim the same thing towards Drake. And who knows, maybe sue Drake directly. Because a lot of the same things that Drake is accusing these other people of doing is the same thing that one could probably say about the Meek Mill situation. Because they ran that back-to-back record for over a year. It definitely felt a little inflated, you know what I mean? And honestly, it's very hypocritical for Drake now to cry that the beef is ruining his career when he literally obliterated Meek's career. And honestly, it really has never recovered. Like I've said multiple times, this guy has beef with tech billionaires. You're over here mentioning Serena in a very vulgar manner, like she's not married to like the co-founder of Reddit. Way out of your weight class. And to think that Universal hasn't collected information over the last 10 years on all these allegations, you'd be crazy to think they wouldn't hedge their bets and make sure that they have some type of contingency plans, because at the end of the day, they've done the very same thing to so many other artists. But Drake wouldn't be the first nor the last to get fully exposed by the industry. Like I said, it happens in other industries as well. Drake has already had so many allegations that had followed him throughout his whole career. And since he's been spiraling out, we've definitely been hearing the accusations about the whole passing of X. So that's definitely something that's going to be really interesting to see how that develops. Drake has to have people around him telling him that, yo, man, I don't think these are the right moves, but maybe he just has a bunch of yes men. It's not like Chubbs can't recognize the fact that Drake has been making some very questionable moves. Even the incident where Drake was trying to intimidate DeRozan at the foul line, we could see Chubbs look at every which direction but DeMar DeRozan's because he himself saw how corny it looked. And honestly, it did seem like Drake was playing the role of what he thought a tough guy rapper should be like, because he ended up looking more intimidated than the person he was trying to intimidate. He's opened up Pandora's box, and honestly, I don't know if you can close this can of worms now. Even if he does pull the lawsuit, UMG is definitely going to feel some type of way, because how can you go and sue them for the very same thing that you allegedly benefited from for over like 15 years now? It's super hypocritical. You're not the savior that you claim to be, and people can see right through that. But definitely let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think Wack 100 is right and Drake should really pull this lawsuit before the allegations start popping up like Diddy? Obviously, that's something that, if true, could put him in handcuffs. And it doesn't take too much for these people to go and forensically search for everything you've ever done and find some very illegal things, especially when you've had some of the rumors and allegations that Drake has had throughout his career. So time will tell, but this is definitely a very uphill battle. Honestly, probably as uphill as you can get. You're facing one of the most powerful forces in entertainment, period. And Universal has dealt with stuff like this before. So to think their attorneys aren't salivating at the prospect of defending this case, you'd be crazy. Because these type of cases really build careers. A lot of these attorneys want the clout, they want the fame as well, because then their price goes up. But definitely let me know what you guys think. Definitely hit the like and subscribe button, guys. It does the channel wonders. Guys, I want to thank you guys so much for watching the channel. You guys are freaking amazing. I really want to thank you guys for making this channel a part of your day, because honestly, without you guys, it wouldn't be growing the way it is. I also want to let you guys know how grateful I am for all the love and support. And it's one of the biggest reasons why I love making these videos, because of the conversations that are created in the comments. So I'm definitely looking forward to what you guys have to say on this situation. So I hope you guys love this video, and I hope to see you guys soon. Yeah, man, I can't even give Drake the benefit of the doubt anymore, man. This guy's going full kamikaze. And the fact Kendrick Lamar hasn't said one word, man, and got this man crashing out, man,